What's going on, guys? Jake here with White House on the Hill, and we are at day 3 of the Mid-America Organic Association, and we're here with Doug and Stacy from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. So just want to introduce them and their talk for today. What do you guys have going on?
So we're Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. We're glad to be at the MOA conference this year in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yay, it's beautiful here.
If you guys ever thought about putting this on your calendar, make sure you mark it down for next year. They'll have information come out pretty soon on where it's going to be. I think it's going to be in the same location and the dates. So mark that down. I think every year the conference is growing and there's such good information
so
here.
Much knowledge here. I'm just like dumbfounded. It's been amazing.
So, you know, the organic growers and people here that are educating people about returning the land to a good state is even getting, like, you know, we think of it as homesteaders or people like in small type of farming situations like we're in, but actually this is kind of moving into like a bigger ag situation. So there's lots of good techniques here and lots of ways that you can scale having permaculture based methods and information on keeping your soil healthy. Talked about today at the speak that we did was about marketing your produce and the best produce to grow to get the best health benefits. So now I guess we'll talk about like some of the marketing aspects of using this type of stuff. You're a chef, you said, right? So chef's presentation's huge, right? Right. So when you have a plate that's very colorful and alive looking, it's presentable to the end consumer, and then you can charge more for the plate. So there's a benefit right off there if you're dealing with the restaurants or chefs and stuff like that. How many of you guys do like farmers markets? Okay. So do you have just a table or do you have like a tent? Both. So when you got your tent, did you like go to Walmart or, you know, just get like a pretty standard like white, you know, tent, right? And then you put that in line with the next guy who has like the white tent, right? And then the next guy has like the white tent. So try to go online and try to find a tent that's yellow,
tie-dye,
or purple, or tie-dye. Make sure you guys are doing this kind of stuff. You're walking through the farmer's market and you're looking at what your competition has on the tables. And they're gonna have orange carrots, green cabbage, you know, all the pretty much staple stuff, and then they're just hoping that like somebody picks them. But when you start putting these colors out there, people are naturally attracted to the different colors. Ooh. And their curiosity too, right? So they're gonna come to your booth and they're gonna want to talk to you about it or maybe ask you questions because it's gonna stick out a little bit from everyone else's table. All right, so here's a sales 101, right? See these two here, they're similar in color. Do not put these two together, okay? Separate it like this, right. Okay? So it's better pleasing for the eye, so they're gonna draw in better for it. If just in passing and just our minds, when you see these together, they just blend together, and so it's not really popping. So make sure you're alternating colors on your table, so you're not having all the same colors like in one run. It takes a little extra time for you guys to do this stuff, but it's gonna pay off like in your marketing end, right? So you might have to get there 10 minutes earlier, you might have to put a little more thought process in instead of just taking it out and putting it down, but it's gonna pay off for you guys as far as the marketing goes. And then bring your goofy neighbor over to your house and just say like, hey, check out this table, what do you think? And then they'll be like, wow, that looks great, or, you know, I don't know, it's so like, you know, or whatever, you know, get a couple of feedbacks.
So we talked about the most potent and healthful foods that you can eat and market in farmers market, or if you're doing community supported agriculture, just by looking at the colors. And the different colors do show a lot, say a lot for the nutritional benefits of them.
And so we also talked about how you can stand out at the farmers market by engaging in those vegetables and stuff that we talked about. Well, we can't give away all of our secrets. You're gonna have to come to one of our talks. You guys have email lists for your customers? So you could send out a bulk email and you could say, hey, this month we're doing, whoever can refer the most customers gets like 2 boxes of something like totally out of the ordinary, or 1 box out of the ordinary, right? And what that does is empower them to share as far as community goes, and then they get a little something for their efforts, right? So it builds community.
Yeah, and community.
So if you can get like 100, you know, if you're a small operator, if you could get like 100 people, they call them soldiers, that really believe in what you're doing, they like you as a person, and they want to help be passionate about what you're doing, that can really move the needle for you guys. So really try to focus in on building those relationships. You know, if you're bigger, like 1,000 people could really move the needle. So hopefully you guys will be at the MOA conference in 2019. We look forward to seeing you here. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram,
and Twitter.
and we also have a YouTube channel, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
I'm Don Huber, retired professor emeritus at Purdue University, here at the MOA conference in Independence, Missouri. I really appreciate the information, tremendous educational materials that are available here. I was invited as one of 3 people to discuss some of the concerns that we have with GMO crops, with toxicity, and especially with the chemicals that those crops are engineered to tolerate or to accumulate or even produce. There are new proteins that are produced and many other materials that are in those crops that we find are toxic to animals and people and the environment. We had the session this morning where we kind of split those concerns up from the changes that we see in the soil microorganisms, soil fertility, animal and crop health, and also then the human impact of that, very devastating impact on our children, but also adults as far as the health factors that are associated with the GMO crops and the glyphosate and other chemical materials that are so frequently abused really in our agricultural system. So really interested in getting back to nutrient density in our food, our feed products. So we covered those areas fairly well, I think, this morning to provide that information for all of those who are here at the conference. If anyone would like to contact me, I can be reached by email at huberd, H-U-B-E-R-D, at purdue.edu.
Hello, this is Terry Durham from River Hills Harvest. We're here at the Missouri Organic Association, and we're going to be talking about how to bring profit and health to your communities with elderberry juice. And I've been doing organic farming. We started in 1978, growing organic vegetables and selling them wholesale. There were no markets back then. We had to build our OCIA chapters and all the different stuff to get through there. We grew wholesale vegetables from about 86 through 2000. We did a CSA for 11 years, from about 90 to 2000. We did the CSA. We had about 150 people at the maximum. We'd grow between 15 and 50 acres of vegetables that we'd sell every year. But what happens is when you're working your soil really hard and you're growing vegetables non-stop, it's not good on the soil. We till too much. You could see the soil texture changing, even though we'd grow cover crops, so we would put compost on there. Tilling it all the time is really hard on your soil. Well, really, 1997, we started on the Elderberry Improvement Program in Missouri to try to find new selections of elderberries that we could grow commercially. So there was a big call out. Farmers from all over the Midwest sent in the very best elderberry cuttings that they could find. And from that, we put them in replicated trials for about 8 years. We were doing the testing. Finally, about 2005, we actually got the material we knew we wanted to work with to grow wholesale. It's been a long process. We've worked really close with the University of Missouri, the Missouri Department of Agriculture, and the USDA, all to bring this into fruition. We've had lots of partners in health. This is the canadensis, which is native to North America, and that's what we've been working to develop. It's never really been developed into a commercial crop here in the United States. So So you can see one of the things, easy ways to tell it apart, these little bumps on the outside of it there. These shades are like old roots. It's one of the ways you can tell it from other kinds of plants because it has those nice bumps on it. Makes it easy to propagate because when you cut it off, they're like an old rudimentary type of root. They're like little sponges and they suck water right in through the bark there so that they can root and get some nutrition. But there's a big trend that's changing. You know, for a long time people took pills for everything. But we're changing. We don't want to take pills anymore. We want to take food. We want to have our medicine in our food. If you're taking pills, you're sick. If you're eating healthy foods, it's like taking medicine, but it's a whole different way. So now we want to drink it. We want to take it in a gummy, any other way besides a pill, because a pill's for sick people. And we want to have things in a form that you don't feel like you're taking medicine. You're just drinking a nice water, but you're getting all that good stuff, or eating a little piece of gummy candy, and you're getting the antioxidants in there. Coming up on March 15th, we have a mentoring workshop. One day for people that are going to be putting in an acre or two of elderberries to help them get ready to train them. This is our June workshop where we bring people in for 3 full days of elderberry training. They come from all over North America, and there'll be maybe 100 to 150 people there that are all farmers. The researchers will come. We have different research projects going on in lots of different states. In Missouri in particular, we've been working with the biochemistry department. We've got some really neat stuff that's happening. We're doing a big Alzheimer's study. We reversed cognitive degeneration in Alzheimer's patients using our juice. They just started in the second great big phase of that. It's pretty exciting. The researchers really love it. So we're located in central Missouri, and we are going to be at the Missouri Organic Association next year. We'll be talking there. Come and see us. Look us up online at riverhillsharvest.com. Sign up for our Instagram, and we'll see you in the future.
Thank you for watching the videos from the 2018 Mid-America Organic Association Conference. If you missed day 1 or day 2, go back and check those out. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe for more videos coming every day. If you want more information on the Mid-America Organic Association, go to moaorganic.org.